It's time for
How to Make Sourdough!
Good morning, Michael. Let's make some sourdough. First, let's say hi to the audience. Hi, audience.
Hi.
First things first is, if you look at this recipe right here, we've got to make some leaven, or levain, as you say in France. So yeah, you start with the starter, and I fed it last night. It looks like this now. We can focus there. So it started here, and then it grew, I don't know, a little more than double overnight. So we're gonna start with that. Essentially just feeding again, and that'll be the leavening part of the bread. It's like the yeast. So gonna take 45 grams of that, and then 90 grams flour and 90 grams of water. Alright, Lena's over here now. Okay, so I've measured out, as you can see, 45 grams of starter on the 90 grams of flour, and then we'll zero. Then we're gonna do 90 grams of water. Enough. Okay. Usually I like to use filtered water, but with the recent grocery store shortages, can't get that, so used tap water. Then I'm just gonna mix it around. Mix, mix, mix. I can't do this while holding the camera. Mixed. Okay, then we're gonna cover it and gonna let it sit for 5 hours while it rises. So yeah, gotta do this in the morning. Excuse me, Lena. Excuse me. And then I put it in the oven with the light on, just to keep it slightly warmer than room temperature, around like, I don't know. I'm not sure what it gets to. I think it gets to like 75 in there, maybe. And it's like 68 or 70 in room temperature here. So, alright, I'll see you in 2 hours. We're back. It's been 2 hours since I started the levain. Now we're going to prepare the rest of the dough, which is just most of the flour. And to do that, we're just going to mix all the flour together with all the rest of the water, I guess, which is it's a blend of bread flour, all-purpose flour, and whole wheat flour. I'm just going to add the water right now. Going for 660 grams. Got it on. Alright, that'll do. Now, you just mix it with your hands, like so. Alright. It's just kind of like a squeezing motion, just to get it hydrated. Boop, boop, boop. Boom, mixed. Alright, yeah, I just mixed it until everything's hydrated, no dry flour left. Then, gonna cover it with some plastic wrap, like this. Okay, there we go, got that. Then, going to set it in the oven. Off, of course, but with the light on, where the levain has been for 2 hours, and it's already, I can feel that it's kind of warm in there. Okay, and then gonna let that sit for 3 more hours, so the levain will be in there for 5 total, and the dough, hydrated dough, will be in for 3 total hours. It's been 5 hours. So we're gonna take out the levain and the dough, and we're gonna put them together. So there's the dough, been in the oven. There's the levain. Gonna see if it's risen at all. It has, Jesus. A lot, okay. So yeah, you can see just by adding that water and flour, it's gotten pretty big. This feels warm, so it might be around like 80 degrees inside the oven with the light on, and that's a pretty good temperature for the yeast to be active. So, yep, there's that. It feels pretty good, and really all I'm gonna do is like dump this on the whole thing. Mix it all together. Actually, there's one last ingredient. We need some salt in there. So, okay. Get our trusty scale out. I'm gonna do the salt first. There's that, and then yeah, just gonna mix it together for the first part, just to make sure that the starter is fully incorporated and the salt is fully incorporated into the dough. Like, I mean, I'm just referring to like the flour part, just the flour and water part is the dough. Okay, yeah, the starter is a lot stickier than the dough itself, so it's kind of hard to deal with. I'm just gonna try and do that, maybe. I always feel like the starter gets stuck to my hands and not actually into the dough, so. Now it's starting to look more like actual dough and not just wet flour. Yeah, and this is where it gets fun, like the actually feels like you're making bread and not just mixing things. So that's the dough now. There's really the only thing left to do is do some, like, there are different ways to do it, but develop the gluten structure. And you can either do it like with there's a slap and fold method, or there's just a folding method, but I do like coil folds is what they're called, and it's super easy compared to the other things. But anyways, you'll know when you're done. So you're gonna do those like multiple times with like 30 minutes apart. But when you do this, it's called a window pane test. It'll like stretch out really thin and be like a window pane. But see how it's like tearing apart now? It's not ready because we haven't done anything to it. So I'm gonna just do like first one. I don't think it's really necessary for right now, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Coil fold, you take it, like you go straight down and you pull up, the whole thing up, and then let the sides droop. Then you just set it down. Then you do that like a 90-degree angle. Let the other sides droop down. And then I go at 45-degree angle, like so now where the corners are. Pull up and let it stretch down. And then one more time, I guess. Not much is going to happen right now because it just got mixed, so it needs time to relax, as they say. Anyways, we're going to leave it now. So that's what it looks like right now. It will look different. We're going to put it back in the oven for 30 minutes after covering it. So to put it in the oven, the first step is to open the oven. Then you pick up the bowl like this. And then you just, it's pretty simple, you just like carry it over to the oven and you push it in like that. We're back. 30 minutes later. What am I doing? Okay, gonna grab it out of the oven. And let's take a look. What do you think? Okay, here's what we got. So, you can already see it looks a little bit different. It's not as, I don't know how to say it. It's like it's relaxed. It's kind of like blobbed out. By the end it'll, like these things, it'll be kind of like a smooth surface and you won't be able to see the texture as much. Yeah, you just grab it like so. Let it coil up on itself. Place it back down. Then do like a 45-degree rotation. You can already see it's like, see how smooth it is already? Bam. That's called progress. So, yeah, it looks like this. You can still see it's holding the shape of the actual coil still. What is that? I don't know. Got an air pocket there. Now we don't. Alright. So yeah, then I'm just gonna cover, put it back in the oven. Let it relax, I suppose is how you say. And do it again in 30 more minutes. We're back. It's been 30 minutes again, so I guess I lied. And I'm still gonna show it just because I want to show how it's different. See, it's already much smoother than it was when we started last time. I don't know, maybe I won't show the actual folding because it's more of the same. But yeah, looking good, huh? We're back. Alright, I did one more, I think, coil fold since the last time we last spoke. And here it is. I think it's done. I don't know. Let's take a look. So, it's tearing. But, so we'll do one more. And for this one, I'm not gonna fold it after 30 minutes or anything. I'm just gonna let it sit for 2 hours back in the oven. And then, yeah, we'll get to shaping it, okay? There it is. It's in the oven, okay? Quit asking. And see you in 2 hours, I guess. Actually, it might be longer than that, because just timing. Bye. What up, fam? 7:30 now. Look outside, it's darker. That's how you know. Let's get to work. Let's see. This has been in here for what? 2-ish hours. So I guess I lied. Uh-oh. We got a leak. It's okay. So we're gonna start the shaping. Close that up. Now we can turn the light off. We don't need it no more. Okay. Clean your workspace because I'm gonna be working on this counter. I think we're good. Okay. So this makes 2 loaves of bread, as you might say. So this is 1, and to make 2, you must divide it by 2. Okay. So it works best if you just like flip it over, and then let it fall off. So there, got it cellophane bowl. We're going to divide in half like so. Oh my. Okay. So now we've got two loaves. Right? Neat, right? And then we're going to do what we call pre-shaping, or shaping, hell if I know. Which involves a stretch, like so, and then you fold it over, then you do the other side, or like make it as a square. It's like you're closing a box or whatever. Go like that. Okay, there's one. Go like that. Like that. And like that. You just stretching it out and then folding it over. Okay. Then we're gonna flip it over. Uh-oh. Because now this is the bottom. These are the bottom where the seams are. We're going to flip it over, and this is the top. The smooth side. Boom. Okay. And then we're gonna just do this kind of motion where we pull and drag it, and we're like making tension on the top right here. So it's like you slide and it rolls it into a ball like that. Okay. It's just using the friction on the counter to yeah, to like fold it under itself. So just all right, it's good enough. And then you're supposed to let it sit for a few minutes and just cover it like so with a bowl. 2 bowls, I guess, since there are 2 loaves. Okay, see you in about 15 minutes. It's even darker now. Okay. It's been like 30 minutes, but here we go. Let's go from this side. I don't know. Look at all this crap on the freaking camera. Okay. So we're ready to actually shape the loaves. Okay. Oh, uh-oh. So for the shaping, we're going to put these in the these loaves are going to go in the fridge overnight, and they're going to be shaped in their proofing bowls. So the way I do it is get a bowl like this size, medium sized, I suppose. This is a 2.5 liter bowl, about, I don't know, 8 inches diameter, and then you put a towel in like that, and then dust it with some flour. I put some flour in this colander. It's like a fine mesh, I don't know, sieve, and then just dust it in like so. You could just sprinkle it in, but this is a more accurate way, I guess, of doing it. I'm going to put it over here, just so I don't get it on the actual dough. You want to get it everywhere, like very heavily in the actual center, like that, but also on these flaps, if you can, because we're going to fold it over. So I'll do that in a second. Let's do this one first, just because we got a little bit more room over here. push over that. Okay, so we've pre-shaped. We're going to regular shape. I don't know, final shape. So you can take it, flip it over so it's top side down, and we're going to do the same thing again with the. So that's more or less good. I'm gonna put it right here. Put the bowl in here. Just finish dusting a bit. Call it good. Okay. Might dust the top just because you don't want it sticking to the cloth when you take it out. Otherwise it will definitely then scoop it up like so, and then place it top down. Okay. So now that's the bottom. Then we're just gonna fold these ends of the cloth over. Okay, then we're gonna get some plastic wrap. Put it over the top so it doesn't lose any moisture. We don't want it drying out. Seal it up. And we're done. Okay. And then this is gonna go in the fridge. Can put it in for, I don't know, 14, 15 hours is what they say. 12 hours is probably good. Call it good. Alright. See you tomorrow. Good morning. Are you ready to bake some bread? Good. Follow me into the kitchen. Alright. Welcome back. Our bread, our dough has been in the fridge overnight. It has been too long. But we got our things to do. I guess one good thing about this whole coronavirus thing is that I can bake on a weekday. But it also means I have to work. Alright. So here we go. It's risen a bit. It is, yeah, it's overproofed. I think. I don't have much experience. But we're gonna just flip this out onto I have a pizza peel right here. This will be good for sliding it into the oven. So I just grab it like this. Oh, okay, actually, let's start over. Pizza peel, parchment paper, and then we're gonna flip over the dough onto this so that it slides in real nice. Okay? So just boop. And then we just expose the beautiful bread. Well, I guess it's dough right now, technically. Okay, how are we doing? Should we angle this more down? Is that good? I think that's good. There's a lot of crap on here. There. Alright. So, first thing we're going to do to prepare is we're going to get our sifter, and we're going to very light. Oh, that's too much. Very lightly cover it in flour, and we're going to rub it. Maybe even caress it lovingly. Okay. Then we have to score it because it's going to rise, and we want it to split in certain places, and that's kind of like the stereotypical, I don't know, bread look. So people usually use a tool called a lame with a razor blade at the end. I just got a utility knife, see, that I wrapped in painter's tape, and it works pretty well. But it has to be pretty sharp, just so you can't just use a regular knife, okay? So we got this, and then I'm just gonna like, I'm gonna make a square, because that's like a, I don't know, a way to do it. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Made a square, and then I usually try to do it pretty deep because it just doesn't really work if you don't. So, like deeper than you think it should go is what I would do. Like 1/2 inch maybe. I don't know. I'm still messing with it. Let's see what goes best. So, yeah, this really opens it up a lot. Okay. So now it looks like this. Okay, beautiful. And then the rubbing it down with flour will just make the color. So this will be a different color than this will, and it just makes it pop more. That's the only reason to do that. Set the oven to 500, and it's been preheating for over an hour now. I've got a pizza stone in there. Let's turn the light on. Pizza stone, that kind of helps. Some people use a Dutch oven and then put it in that because you want to steam it. I don't have a Dutch oven, so I do it this way. And in order to steam it, you have to put a pan in there and then pour water on it, and then that makes steam inside the oven. And you want to do that because the bread needs to stay hydrated for the first part while it's rising, or it will split. It'll like crust over really quickly, and then it won't rise properly. So, in order to keep it moist, we add some water in on the pan, which I have right here. Oh gosh, that is hot. Oh, okay, like so. Woo! Just gonna pour it in. Pan does not like that, but that's okay. I am its overlord. Okay, close that back up, let it steam a bit, and then we're just gonna slide it in, okay? So, how's your day? Good. Okay, let's just get to it then, shall we? Boom, shoom, shoop, boom, close. And then we're going to sit it in there for 20 minutes. Okay, Google, set timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes, and we're starting now.
It's been 20 minutes. Let's take a look. Wow, it rose. Okay, so now we're gonna open it a bit, let all this steam out. Oh, it's steaming out. There's actually not that much steam in there, so. Okay, see, it's looking pretty good at this point. Close it back up. Gonna turn this down. Ooh, toasty. Ooh, up to 450. Okay, just lower it to 450 for 20 more minutes, and then it'll be done. It's gonna crisp it up a bit. It's gonna like brown the crust on the outside, and it's gonna be nice and toasty, smell really nice, and look pretty. Okay, so see you in 20 more minutes. Bye. We're ready. Moment of truth. Get your protection on. Boom. Oh, hello. Ooh, it's hot. It's hot in there. Onto a cooling rack. Beautiful, huh? Alright. That's it. Now we wait for it to cool down. That's all I got. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Bye.